how to create watermarks on documents and designs. This is a very short video, so make sure you watch to the end. No matter what app you're using to create a watermark, whether Illustrator, Canva, Lab, Photoshop, whatever you're using, you'll be making use of a basic tool, and that is transparency. Transparency is going to make the logo or the text you're using as you want to create as a watermark. You're going to make it transparent and not disturbing the design or the write-up. Okay, so right here I'm using coreldraw and it's all the same method. Okay, so let's see how we're going to do it right now. Okay, so right here we have a document. We want to add this logo as the watermark to it. So we bring the logo right here on the worksheet, and so what we do right now is to put it right on the center of the page. So go to transparency and try to increase the transparency so that it does not block or disrupt the write-up. So right here we increase transparency, adjust it to the extent we want it to be, and once we're done we're going to send it to the back of this layer. Okay, so we go to order and send to back of page or back of layer. You can use a shortcut of shift page down to get it. Okay, so all the same, so just put it this way and the watermark is ready. Okay, so the same thing appears to here. So here is a design, and if you look you can see we have a watermark of shoes right on the background. So that's all the same. So we're going to see another example where we are going to use a text to make a watermark. So assuming I want to use this kind of text, let's say MATLAB, I want to use it and create a watermark on this. Okay, so we already typed the text already, or if you have it, you can just import it, and we already selected the font. Okay, so it's all the same method. Trying to rotate it so that it's going to have a kind of slanted orientation. So if you, anyhow you want to place it, do it the same way, and then add the transparency as we did to the other one. Then paste it right on the center of the page. Then adjust it, the transparency also. Then finally we have to put it right under of this text, and we're done. So just the same thing, you can also adjust the transparency to get what actually how you want it to be, or increase it or decrease it. The same thing appears to here. Just the same thing. Okay, so but what if we want to make a multiple watermark, just like just something like this? Okay, so let's say we want to use this logo and create a kind of multiple this watermark multiple places. I'm going to just continue to duplicate it one after the other and trying to duplicate it and to get a multiple logo, and then trying to work on the transparency, something like this. Like it doesn't make sense. So I'm going to show you a better way to do it. Right here we're using a coreldraw, and I'm going to show you how to do that very fast. Okay, so first thing you have to do is just go to the square shape, get the tool and draw, and get the size of the canvas you're working with or the paper you're working with. All right, then go to the tool and get the logo and drop it right inside the square shape. It automatically duplicates it and make it multiple. You don't need to start to duplicate and duplicate. And with this you can just go to bitmap and convert this whole logo to a bitmap. So here is how we do it. Okay, set everything up and then click OK. So this is already a bitmap, and what next we're going to do is to add the transparency. Okay, we're increasing the transparency to get a transparent image that we can use as a watermark. Okay, so once we're done, we bring the image and add it to the design. We increase transparency, adjust it to get actually the actual transparency how we want it to be, and then finally we send it to the back of the layer. And here we have our watermark. Okay, so what if we want to make a kind of we want to make it tiny, we want to make the logo a little bit smaller, and the one we just did is a little bit bigger. So what we have to do is to make a bigger square, create a bigger square shape, right? We create a bigger square shape, and what we do is to go to the um, place where we have the logo, bring it right into the worksheet and drop it right inside the square. And what we have now is many of this logo. And now these logos, we can make it smaller, but if we try to make it smaller by reducing it this way, we see that it's not actually doing it. So first what we have to do is to let's go to bitmap and convert it to bitmap, then click OK. All right, so once we're done with that, we're going to transparency and increasing the transparency, right? Okay, so right now we can adjust this image and it actually becomes smaller because we have already converted to bitmap. So we can actually make use of this method if we want to make use of a smaller logo for the watermark. Okay, so that's how we do it. So for the last one, let's say this is a certificate and we also want to make use of a text to create a watermark on this design. So we're not going to go on to duplicate these things and continue to duplicate them to get as many of it to use as a watermark. No, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be stressful. So we're going to make use of the same method that we use in the logo. So what we have to do is just to create a new page and type this text that we want to use as a watermark. And then once we get it, and once we do it, we arrange it the way we want and then export it as a PNG. Okay, so click on PNG and then we export. So here's the PNG image. So what we have to do now is to get a rectangle tool and get the size of this document that we want to add this watermark to, and then bring it aside. Now we go over to the desktop where we save this text, and then we're bringing it and dropping it inside this square, and already we have the duplicate, so it automatically duplicates it, and we use the transparency tool to increase the transparency to get a watermark. So we paste it right on the center of the document and also adjust it. Okay, send it to back of layer and also adjust the transparency to get what we actually want. If you want to make it smaller, so we have to make the square bigger and then paste it. And also we increase the transparency, and you also have to know that you have to convert it to bitmap so that we can adjust the size. And that is it. Alright fams, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share and subscribe. Until next time, bye.